Hey everybody, I'm here. Welcome to the place where it all happens. We got about 9 minutes left before we can really get started on the auction. I just wanted to come back and say hello, tell everybody who's here so far anyway, that we have for now decided not to go with the timer. We've decided to go with a live calling down of each auction lot. That will alleviate the issue with people thinking they can use the timer to try to get ahead and snipe people. It's not going to work that way. The timer was never actually intended to be used for sniping, but for some reason, some people thought they could, and sometimes it worked, other times it did not work. When it did not work, there were complaints. The complaints came because they weren't supposed to be using it anyway. Coin Dragon, how you doing, buddy? Brady. So I've got my chat and everything set up. I'm setting things up a little bit differently now, so I'm looking more toward the camera when I'm reading the chat. Maximus Silverstacker, Penny Parent. Hi, hi, hi. So I'm looking more directly into the camera nowadays so I can actually see everything that's going on. Hopefully I've got everything all situated so that it will be easier for me to operate and easier for you to understand why I'm not looking directly at the camera. Hidden Numismatist, good evening. Scent Hoarder. You'll be in and out. Oh no. It's going to be difficult for you, Scent Hoarder, because if you go to coppercoins.com/auction, you'll see a whole list of things that are running this evening. Lots of good stuff. D. Reese Coins and Hobbies, how are you doing? So one of the things I wanted to talk about was the t-shirts. Seems that we've got a new back design. Why I didn't get it up on here, I don't know. But we've got two back designs and three front designs to choose from. And t-shirts are $22.95. You can email Amber directly, ap@coppercoins.com, and she'll take care of you. Hello, Wild Bill. Paula. Redneck Stacker. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my scope going in and out, so we may or may not be able to get all the way through the show with that. I knew there'd be something I'd forget. Forgot to set up my box. Get my box real quick. Got all these coins sitting here, and don't have them in such a fashion that they're easy to get to. But now I will. Gonna have to look at some of these under the scope because we got some varieties running tonight. Got a lot of stuff going on. Finally, I think I'm getting myself into the groove of living in North Carolina. Everything's getting back to the way it was before I moved here, which was a lot less hectic than it's been since I moved here. Steve Pettit is in the house. I keep thinking I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Like I think it's Patat or Patat. Been working on rolls last couple of days. You can see I've got a number of rolls up. Suppose it's Pa. You don't pronounce the TAT at all? Which one is the stressed syllable? The pa or the tut? Is it patet or patat? So pat patet. Or patet. Robert Volk, how you doing, buddy? Jeremy Johnson. Like everybody's showing up. We got 4 minutes left before we get started. We got lots of good stuff running tonight. Poitat. That'd be French. Poitat. A lot of people have trouble pronouncing my name 100%. Brian's World, how are you doing, buddy? Yeah, the thing about calling him Steve though is that we've got I think 2 other Steves who come in. Robert Adams, good evening, sir. I also got to get this Deanne. Is that Deanne or Deanie? Because I think it's Deanne. Kind of like Diane, only with a Deanne. I believe that's what that one is. I don't like mispronouncing people's names. So it's Deanne. Okay. I like being able to pronounce people's names properly, and it kind of bugs me when I don't know for sure, and I keep thinking, well, I'm doing it wrong. Mine's Chuck. Pretty simple. I don't think anybody's messed that part up. It's the Daughtry part that a lot of people get wrong. They call me Daughtery, Doherty, all kinds of different names that are kind of like Daughtry. Yeah, or like Fiva. But Bill is so used to that. He's used to people calling him Five As or Fivas or whatever. He's just gotten kind of used to it. He doesn't really correct people. But when you ask him specifically, he will tell you it's Fiva. Oh, your name is Frank now? Is it Frankenstein? We at that time of the year, Frankenstein. We do only have about what is a week and a half left to Halloween. And then guess what, people? We're going to be hearing the silver bells and the jingle bells and seeing the holly and the trees and all that stuff. Of course, Walmart's had that out since July, but you understand that we're not really allowed to celebrate anything having to do with Christmas until after Halloween. Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's going to be about a week and a half, Penny Parent, and everyone's going to be talking about it. Of course, we have to bring up the one subject we've been talking about lately. Oh, not Boo. Not Boo. Not if you want Santa Claus to come see you. Right. All right, well, it's right on straight up and down on the dot, 8 o'clock to me. I think it should be about 8 o'clock to everybody else. I'm going to go ahead and start bringing on the auction. And here we are. The Coin Night Live Auctions hosted by yours truly, Chuck Daughtry. And I think we're ready to go ahead and get started on the first lot. How about this one, lot number 1? Lot number 1 is a 1914 Lincoln Cent. And this one, other than a couple of small marks on the face, a really nice AU coin. 1914 doesn't come AU very often. You don't see them like this very often. They're usually pretty well worn. And funny thing is, to get them from extremely fine to AU is more difficult than finding them in MS63. I'm not exactly sure why, but they tend to be very worn or very fresh. Not very many of them come out with just a little bit of wear on them. So we've got this one at $21 start. Its retail value is over $30. Anyone interested may bid if they're registered, and if they're not registered, hurry up and get registered. Send us an email, coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Let's show on this one with a value of $38. Bulldogs in the house. Got this lot number 1 started up. Steve gives us a bid of $22. Thank you, sir. Yeah, 1914 is pretty common for having used up dies. Hello, Victoria. And this one tends to be this one's actually a really nice one. It's a real nice, fresh looking coin. We've got Steve at $22. Anybody else? Sissy Beth. Anyone else? We're going once. Benjamin gives us a $23 bid. Thank you, sir. Steve gives us a $25 bid. Craig Durbin's in for Cajun. Does Cajun know that? Benjamin gives us a $26 bid. I'm seeing what appears to be some new faces. If we have anyone new here who would like to bid, you'll need to register with us first. You can go over to your email, send us an email, coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Send us your real name, your YouTube screen name, and the email address you want us to send a invoice to, and you'd be welcome to bid. And so far, Benjamin Marler is a high bid on this item, $26. It is a nice 1914 Lincoln Cent in AU condition. Hello, Les Wiley. And Penny Parent calls this one sold to Benjamin Marler at $26. Thank you for your bids. Move on to the next item. Here's a 1931 Lincoln Cent. This one's near full detail. It's a nice AU coin. And that little mark that you see running through the field in front of his face is actually almost a lamination. It's a bit of improper alloy mixture, a little bit of wood grain going on this one. It does have a small spot on the reverse, and it has a little scratch next to the C on the reverse. I want you to note that before you bid. We're going to start this one at $6. Agents here. You sent 25 people to me. What am I going to do with 25 people? Sand Hoarder starts us off at $6. Thank you, sir. Now get back to work. Got Sand Hoarder at $6 on this one. It's a nice coin, really nice condition. Got plenty of detail on it, especially for 1931, which tends to come out soft a little. I'm showing this one the value above $10. Hello, Jeff. We're going twice on this one. That's at $6. Looking for a $7 bid, or $6.50. We'll keep it going. Nope. Sold to Scent Hoarder at $6. I appreciate your bid. Thank you very much. Let me move on to the next item. Next item here, now that $1.50 on there is a very old price, just like the wrapper is very old, but this is a 1971D Federal Reserve wrapped roll of Lincoln cents. 1971D wrapped at the Louisville branch of the Federal Reserve Bank. Start this off at $3. Nobody's seen inside this roll since 1971. And I doubt anybody even saw inside of it since, even then. Likely it was dumped straight out of a bag and rolled straight up, sent out to a bank, and somebody bought them, put them in a closet, and, well, they haven't been opened since. D. Reese gives us a $4 after Robert Adams 3. I've always liked the name of the row, or the roll on the side, where it looks like it's in like computer letters. It looks like if you were around back in those days, when the Atari 2600 came out, and they had cartridges that you pop in the top of it before you could play the video games. A lot of those cartridges had this font on them. It's a kind of a computerized looking font. Something to, maybe make it look like some futuristic thing. Although now it just looks extremely dated. Penny Parent's going to bid in at $6. Cajun Coin Hunter is going to go $7. You already got a 7 at Cajun Coin Hunter. And $8.50 for a Bulldog. Bulldog steps in 1.5 times on that one. Hello, Treasure Trolls. Agent says he's out at $8.50. D. Reese says he's out at $8.50. I tell you what, let's stop the bidding here. Thanks for your bid, Robert. We'll stop the bidding. And let me take a look at what I have going on. Looks like I've got 10 of these that I can sell. I'm going to sell them direct. Instead of honoring the high bid, I'm going to go with $5 a roll. $5. So here's Robert already. Bin 2. Robert was the high bidder, so he gets 2 of them at $5 per roll. Then I'll go back from there. Bulldog is our second highest bidder. So Bulldog can tell, okay, Robert wants 3. Bulldog wants 3. Cajun was my highest bidder past that. Cajun wants 1. Penny Parent was the highest bidder after that. How many does Penny Parent want? See, well, it looks like we've already got 3, 6, 7 gone, so there's only 3 left. Sorry, Joe, we may not be able to get to you this time. I have to watch for the next time I get some of these out. Penny Parent will need to tell me how many she wants. Okay, Penny Parent wants 1, so we've got 2 left. The 2 left, Cajun wants 1 of them. Or did he already? No, that's right. Yeah, Cajun wants 1 of them. And then D. Reese was a bidder before that. D. Reese wants 1. So I believe that's all 10. Did you get D. Reese in there? That would be our last one. That's it for now. All I've got presently. 3 for Robert Adams, 3 for Bulldog, 1 for Cajun Coin Hunter, 1 for Penny Parent, 1 for Steve, and 1 for D. Reese. Is that the right order? Okay. All right. Get back over to my chat so I can see what's going on. Okay, they're all gone now. I appreciate everyone bidding and purchasing. We'll move on to the next item. We have a 1925 Lincoln cent. This thing's got really nice detail. And for an AU coin, you're getting a steal on this one at $5. Hello, Blues. Oh, Amber's here. Hi, Amber. Victoria bids $5 on this 1925 Lincoln cent. So Victoria's our high bid at $5. Coin Junkie comes in at $5, but little too late. We'll need a $5.50 bid. Thank you, Coin Junkie. $5.50. Victoria bid $6 to keep it going, and Hidden comes in at $6 right behind her. Seems like these earlier Lincolns are getting a little harder and harder to find in nice shape. Keep buying boxes and albums full, and I just don't get them in AU very often. Agents at $6.50. Robert Folk bid $7. And Cajun bid $7.50. And we do appreciate it that when you have bid, we're watching for your bids. If you decide that the price has gone too high for you, just type out. We'll know you're out. Won't be watching for your bids anymore. There's no rule that forces you out. You could come back and bid again if you wanted to. But it's always nice to know when you've decided that you've hit your limit. Okay, Victoria bids 8 and Cajun's out. Thank you, Cajun. Hello, Hawkeye. Hawkeye, PA. Now that's an interesting name. Could be that you're a Iowa Hawkeye and you live in Pennsylvania. You could be a physician's assistant. Robert's out. Victoria's high bid at $8. Anybody $8.50? And Victoria Ramon Carter at $8. It's this 1925 Lincoln cent. Thank you for your bids and enjoy. Here's the next item up for bids. It's a partner to the 25. This is 1926. Near full detail coin. It's got a little bit of a wood grain effect going on. It does have a spot on the reverse, or a few little spots on the reverse. The obverse is a really nice, clean looking coin. I'm going to start this one off at $5. Seems like in the late 20s, this would be the most difficult of the Philadelphia Mint coins to acquire. 27, 28, 29 are all a little easier than the 26 to come by. Looking for a $5 start on this one. Joe McBride gives us a $5 start. Thank you, sir. I could tell you, since moving to North Carolina, I almost thought that I had moved to a desert. Moved here the first week of September. Didn't get our first rain until like 3 days ago. And then today, it rained so hard I thought it was trying to make up for the entire month. You couldn't see across the street. That only lasted about 15 minutes, though. Almost reminded me of Florida. Joe's got a $5 bid in there. Can we get a $5.50 bid? Real quick now before Penny Parent runs out of patience. Steve gives us a $6 bid. The list, yes. I've added to the list. It depends on when you looked at it. You're talking about the auctioned lot list? Yeah, there's a number of things up for tonight. If you didn't see any sets or rolls in there, you should probably go back and take a look. Beth, do you live in this area? Joe gives us a $6.50 bid. Oh, but the rain around here is not bad. It was only like 75 degrees. Oh, you used to live around here? Darn, and you moved away. Steve's out. Got Joe McBride at $6.50. We're going twice now. All in, all done. Sold to Joe McBride, $6.50. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you for your bids. Next item up for bid. This is a 1972D original bank wrapped roll. A 1972D original bank wrapped rolls. There's all kinds of things to be looking for in this. Some nice double die obverses. There's a couple of nice repunch mint marks. There's actually, I don't know, 10, 12 of them listed, but some of them are and are not. These things generally sell for over $10 a roll easily. Brady and Penny Parent are both bidding. Jody, call it out for us, buddy. Levels of Madness jumps in with a $12 bid. Penny Parent at $13. And Brady hits us with $13. Thank you, Jody. Les Wiley hits it at $15. Levels of Madness a little short. Coin Junkie's out. Bulldogs at $17. Nice way to knock out the competition, Marine. Levels of Madness is out. Bulldogs at $17. I tell you what, there's nothing on the Cherry Picker's Guide on the 72D because nothing has enough quote-unquote character to meet the short list that the Cherry Picker's Guide covers. But if you go to doubledie.com, you go to Kaneka's website and look at theirs, Variety Vista, or you go to Coppercoins, you'll see all kinds of things listed. Let's stop the bidding. And I want to go back to, let's say $12. $12 looks like a price I can go to. Let's start offering from the top down. Got Bulldog was at 17. How many would you like at 12, sir? Bulldog would like 2. We'll see how many of these I've got, and then I may have to cut the list short at the end, but I've got close to 20 of these. Levels of Madness at 12. How many would you like, sir? I see your one, Joe. We're going to get down to you here in just a minute. I'm looking for Levels of Madness. I'm looking for Les Wiley. I'm looking for Brady. I'm looking for Penny Parent to all let me know how many they would like. Levels of Madness wants 2. Brady will take 2. And Penny Parent, let me know how many you would like. Les Wiley will take 2. Then I'll get Penny Parent. Then Joe McBride wants 1. I'm watching the spreadsheet and the chat and everything all at once here. I tend to get quiet sometimes. Joe, are you Joe McBride? You're out, or did no? I'm sorry. You want 1. Okay. Joe McBride wants 1. Penny Parent wants 1. Now, Coin Junkie, did you want 1 at 12? 1 or more. $12. We got you, Joe. Okay, Coin Junkie's out at 12. Is there anyone else who wants in at 12? Anyone else who wants in at 12, or anyone want to up their number? Right now, I've got Bulldog for 2, Levels of Madness for 2, I've got Brady for 2, Les Wiley for 2, Jessica wants 1, and Joe wants 1. Okay, so far it looks like I've got nobody else. Let me get my screen adjusted here, and I'll move on to the next item. Appreciate it, people. Thank you. Hawkeye, PA will take 2. Thank you. Hawkeye, are you sir or ma'am? Don't get anything from the name. Our next item up for bid is going to be lot number 7. It's got a 1937 Lincoln cent that's an uncirculated coin. I'm going to start this one at 5. Benjamin Marler gives us a $5 bid. Okay, sir, thank you. The color that you see on the cheek and the jaw of this coin are actually just shifts in color, not wear. The coin's starting to tone. Or it started to tone wherever it was stored before I got a hold of it. We got Benjamin Marler at a $5 bid. Steve gives us a $6 bid. We got Steve at 6. Copper Kingdom's in the house. Got Steve at 6. Does anybody want to bid $6.50 on this one? Pretty nice 1937 cent here, going once. Copper bid $7. Cajun comes in a little late at $6.50. We'll need a 7.5 bid to keep it going. Otherwise, Copper will take it at 7. Cajun bid $7.50. Way to step up to the plate, buddy. Get a $7.50 bid out there. Copper Kingdom needs to come back at 8. Copper comes back at 9. Copper will bid it at $9. Agent's out. Copper's bid $9. Penny Parent's patience wearing thin here. Going twice. And sold to Copper Kingdom at $9. Thank you for your bids. Move on to the next item. We have a nice, bright, shiny gem, 1938 Lincoln cent. This one's a beautiful coin. Very few marks on the coin, very few marks on the reverse, and very bright luster. Hoop hoop. Brian Hooper's in the house. Coin Junkie bids 9 on this one to get it started. Young Coin Hunter, welcome to the auction. Anybody who wants to bid and hasn't registered yet will have to send us an email. And all you have to do is send us an email at coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Tell us what your real name is. Tell us your YouTube screen name so we can hook you together. And let us know what email address we'll be sending an invoice to. And you're welcome to bid after that. Coin Junkie's got a $9 bid. Benjamin comes in with a $10 bid. I think this one will do pretty well because it is a very nice gem coin. Full red, bright luster. Looks like it was minted yesterday. Steve sees that he's short on a $10 bid, so he gives us an $11 bid. We are at $1 increments now. Agent Coin Hunter comes in at 12. Hawkeye hits the button just a little late, as does Coin Junkie. Agent's got the bid at 12. Penny Parent, I know Copper Kingdom's information. Copper Kingdom registered 2 weeks ago. I'll get you his email address. So Coin Junkie's high bid right now at $12. Looking for a $13 bid. Got it from Copper Kingdom, $13. Got 13, looking for 14. Got 14 from Cajun. And 15 from Copper Kingdom. Marley and T, I will bill you at the PayPal email address, but I need to know what that email address is. So give us Marley and T, and then give us your real name and give us the email address. And send it to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Copper Kingdom's high bid on this one at $15. Thank you, Coin Junkie. It is a very nice coin, I do believe so. Oh, Steve bid 16 right at the last second. That's one way to keep it alive. Copper goes to 17. Copper Kingdom's got an attitude this evening. Copper Kingdom's like, you will not win. Well, Steve's out. So Steve and Copper were fighting over this one. Steve in Dallas, you're here now. In the middle of a bidding frenzy, the dust is finally starting to settle. That's it, Beth. You shall not win. We're going once at a $17 bid for Copper Kingdom. We'll need an $18 bid to keep it going. Hello, Roadrunner. All in, all done. Sold to Copper Kingdom for $17. Thank you, sir. Moving on to our next lot. A lot like your 72D, this one's the more scarce S Mint Cent 1972S original bank wrapped rolls. Got to start at $6 on this one. No, sir, Steve, no timer. We're doing this by calling the auction out. Kept having trouble with people in at different increments. And the timer was running out at different times for different people. We got Joe at 6, Coin Junkie bids 6, and then Levels of Madness comes in at 7. Well, Bill comes in at 7. And Joe McBride comes back at 8. Hawkeye at 9. And Bulldog comes in a little late at 8. Levels of Madness at 10. Joe hits the button at 11. Brady at 11. Levels of Madness at 12. Steve Patton at 14. Levels comes back at 15. I tell you what, let's throw the bidding out. Let's stop everything. Stop the bidding. We have a total of 5 of these available. I'm going to make them available at $12. I'm going to start with Levels of Madness because Levels of Madness had the highest bid at 15. So Levels, if you'd like one of these at $12, let us know. Okay, when we get to that level, Copper, we'll get you one. If we get there. Looking for Levels of Madness first, then Steve, then Brady. Levels of Madness will take one. I hope it is a 66. That'd be really good for whoever gets it. I can't remember even who bid it. Okay, Brady will take one. Levels of Madness takes one. Steve will take one. Then let's see who was. Let's see. Coin Junkie said he was out. Do you want one at 12, Coin Junkie? In or out? And then Joe McBride, in or out for one. One Junkie will take one, and Joe will take one. So that's what we've got. We've got for this one at $12. We've got Levels of Madness, Steve Patat. You're gonna have to actually record your name and send it to me. Then we've got Brady, Coin Junkie, and Joe McBride. I appreciate it. That's all I've got for now. Sorry, Bulldog. I may get some more of those a little bit later, but not today. Let's move on to the next item. Here's a 1939 to go with your 1938. It's a nice gem coin. Full gem, really nice strike, really nice eye appeal, really nice luster. Poitot. Is that right, Poitot? Kid did okay. The best way that you can do that is to refresh often. We don't have a timer anymore, so the auction is called live, and it's called down. You need to be on live chat. That's correct. Make sure you're on live chat. If you're on what's called top chat, just hit the down arrow and click live chat. You'll be on live chat then. Hoogie, how you doing? Hoogie's here at $7 on this roll. Not on this coin. It's not a roll. Gosh, I wish it was a roll. Okay, Steve comes in a little late at 7. We'll need 7.5 to keep it going. Hoogie's got the $7 bid. Benjamin comes in at 8. Steve, you can't win for losing, can you? Yeah, it is. This one's a really nice one. I hand selected this one. This is a really good coin. Copper bids 10. Need to come back at 11 to take this one away from Copper. Copper Kingdom with the current high bid now. Steve bids 13. Steve's got the high bid at 13. Thank you, Marley. I'll look for it. We'll be watching. Yeah, Copper Kingdom with a $15 bid currently. Marley is registered to bid. So we're at Copper Kingdom at a $15 bid. Is anybody going to go any higher? 16 is what we're looking for. Going once. I'm thinking this coin has a very definite shot at a 66 grade. And there is some chance that at NGC it could be a 67. Steve bid 17.5. Actually, 17 is the bid, Steve. We don't do $half bids past 10. Penny Parent remembered that. I did not. Copper Kingdom bids 19. That's why we have people like Penny Parent. She can keep me straight. Everyone gets one for 12. Boy, I sure wish that was the case. Steve bids 20 on this one. Answering Copper Kingdom's $19 bid. So we're up to a $20 bid right now, Steve. Copper comes in with a $22 bid. Keeping this one alive. In case you haven't done it yet, be sure to stop by Coppercoins on Facebook. Just search Coppercoins at Facebook. Give us a like on the page. We've got all kinds of things going on. And we keep working toward a lot more. Ooh, Donald throws a bid in at 23. Hello, Donald. We didn't even know you were here. Sit back there in the back of the room until he throws his card way high up in the air and says 23. Copper bids 24 to keep this one rolling. I'm sitting in here poking around to see what I can find for you. And I do believe Let's see. I do have most of a roll remaining of 1939 Philadelphia. Let me get these out and see what they look like. We might be able to do a bulk deal on these. Quick look at them though. Don't want to tell you I got something I don't, but if I've got other ones in this condition, we can talk. So Amber is high bid at $400. Let's see what I've got in this roll here. Well, boys and girls, here's what we're going to do. Let's stop the bidding. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to see about, hang on a second. Let me see if I can bring in my other camera. Nope, wrong one. Okay, we can stop the bidding because I found something that everyone is going to like. I'm still working on trying to get it to show up though. There we go. Now, take a look at this. This right here is what was an original roll of 1939 Philadelphia Lincolns. And I have about 2/3 of an original gem roll right here. They're all nice gem coins. I know it's really hard to see with this camera because this camera is horrible. But trust me when I say I can sell, thinking I can sell 15 of these. Now let me back up. I can only sell 10 of them right now. I got another project going on. I can sell 10 of these coins. I'll find the nicest ones in the roll. I'll sell you 10 of them. We're going to do this at $25. $25. I've got 10 of them at $25. So with 10 of them at $25, we need to start at the bottom of the row, highest bid, and work our way back. I can only sell one per person until we get finished. So we'll do it this way. Let me find, see, I gotta get 10 rows here. Hang on. Okay. So, at $25, nice gem 1939 Lincoln here. We've got Donald Harmon that wants one. Copper Kingdom wants one. Steve wants one. Yes, sir, Stephen Dallas. 25 apiece. Gem high grade 1939 Lincoln cent. Go ahead and kill this camera. Not really any need to have it in here. They'll be as good as the one you're looking at on screen. Yes, sir, Donald. Thank you. Okay, so right now we've got Donald, Copper Kingdom, and Steve, who all want one. Does anyone else want one at 25? Okay, it looks like we have 3. Less painful than I thought it was going to be. I really, really like this roll. Okay, last call on these before I move on to the next item. Down to final call. All right, so we'll move on to the next item. I appreciate it. Thank you for your bids. Next one we've got here is a 1943. It's a 1943 gem uncirculated. I'm not going to make that same mistake of calling it red again. I do believe that the coloration you see on this coin is from the lighting when I was taking the photographs, because this will reflect any color that you have in your lighting, because it's a bright silver coin. We're going to start this off at $12. Who wants to give us a $12 bid to get this one started? It's a nice gem, uncirculated coin. I'm going to personally grade this one a 66. Hello, coin collector Adrian. You have any interest at 12? All right, folks, moving the start down to $10. Start at $10 on this one, 1943 gem Lincoln cent. Then a 66 holder, these things are worth quite a bit more than $10. And I know this one's not in a holder, but this one's just as nice as the ones that are. Steve gives us a $12 bid. Thank you, Steve. Anybody want to outbid Steve at 13 to keep this one rolling? Did I write red on the title? I sure did. Wow. I guess I'll take it out. I know exactly what happened with this. I've got this programmed to write the title for me. And it's not accounting for the fact that these coins are not red. But I do have it fixed now in the sheet. So when I do billing, it will show up with a proper title. There. All fixed, all better. Who sold this one to Steve at 12? Poogie, you jumped in just a little late there, brother. Let me grab the next item up for bids. How about a 1944D? Nice solid gem coin. Now this one is a little orange on the reverse. It's starting to tone down a little bit. This is the shell case bronze that we talk about. This was when they were returning the shell casings from the World War II, that they had saved all the copper up and actually stopped minting cents out of copper altogether in 1943. In 1944, they started returning all this copper back to the mint, and they had a surplus of copper, so they decided to nix the whole idea of the steel cents, since nobody liked them anyway. And they went back to minting them out of a copper alloy, a bronze copper alloy. But the thing about it was they melted all these naval shells and artillery shells down to make sheets to punched the copper blanks out of, they didn't clean those things very well, and they had gunpowder and sulfur and other stuff like that in them. And that material crossed over into the coins when the coins were minted, which makes them tone differently. This is 1944 through 1947. You'll notice the 1944 through 1947 Lincoln cents tend to tone a little more orange. They tone a little darker than other years around then. Steve gives us an $8 bid to get this one started. My tongue is tied up tonight. I don't know why. Almost like I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous. These 1944 Lincoln cents are really nice. There's a lot of pretty colors come in these. Steve's got an $8 bid. We need an $8.50 bid to keep it going. And Steve gets this one at $8. Congratulations, sir. Copper, you're throwing your bid in there just a little late, brother. Let me move on to the next item. We have the elusive 1960 small date Lincoln cent. Nice gem coin, bright red luster, beautiful coin. Starting this one off at $6. D. Reese gives us a $6 bid. Steve's loving it. Everybody bidding just a little late, and he's getting the coins. These small dates are not common. I tell you what, the roll prices on these things are going sky high through the roof. They're getting harder and harder to find. About 3/4 of the time when somebody tells me that they have the small date, they're talking about the D-mint. The D-mint small dates are common. 1960 Philadelphia small date is very difficult to find, and that's what this one is. Steve gives us a bid of $8 to keep this one going. Joe comes in just a little late with a $7 bid. We'll need an $8.50 bid to keep this one going. I don't know how long they actually minted these. I'm not sure. 1 day sounds a little short, but it's possible. I've not really done any specific research on the duration of minting these. I know they minted them for a while at the Denver Mint. That's why they're a little more common. I'll just tell you now, the dealer bid sheet on a roll of these is $85. That's a dealer bid at wholesale. And there isn't a dealer in this country selling them for under $125 a roll. You just can't get them anymore. They're just really difficult to get. Well, Penny Parent, maybe you'll learn next time, won't you? Steve's got a $12 bid out there. Anybody want to top him at $13 can get this one and keep it going. Copper Kingdom does $14. Levels of Madness. How many 1970s small dates have you found? Probably none, huh? Vicky bids $15 on this one to keep it going. And Steve bids $18. Copper bids $20. And we have a true bidding frenzy going on. Yeah, sea levels. I've been doing this since 1974. I've found 4 of the small date 1960 Philadelphia in change, and I have found 1 1970 small date in change. I've seen tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of every other issue. But those two really seem to elude everyone, the 1960p small date and the 1970s small date. Really, really hard to find. Vicky bids 21 to keep it up. Right. The FS 1801. I think I found two or three of those in a roll one time. So Steve bids 25. Fingers must have been off. Hit 14, then 25. Steve's got a high bid of 25 right now. And Copper Kingdom is out. Between Steve and Vicky Cardwell. Got a $25 current high bid by Steve Patat. Hot, 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 hot. Vicky's out. And it looks like Steve is our winner at 25. Now here we have a 1944D, and this is RPM number 12. Let me get my scope all set up just right so that I can show everybody what this is. It's a nice repunchment mark. It's in pretty good shape. I gotta get my dyno ready to go. Let's see. I'm ill prepared to figure out what I'm doing. Somebody hit me in the head. Here it is. I found it. Get this one put out on the box so I could take a good look at it. Okay, here we go. This is the coin. RPM number 12. 1mm012. It's a West repunchment mark. I've been through a lot of rolls, Level of Madness. A lot of them. Robert Adam bids 10 to keep this one up. It's a nice coin, pretty decent condition. I mean, you're looking at it this close, you're going to see some flaws. Overall, a nice choice BU coin. There you can see that West repunching coming out of the west left side of the D. The N bids 14. Midnight Silver Run bids 15. This is exciting. We've got a lot of names that I haven't seen very much of yet. I welcome everybody to the auction. I do my level best to give you nice quality coins at a good price. Here we are with this one. Look at the reverse on that one. Look at how much luster there is on the reverse of this coin. Really, really nice one. And here's the super zoom can. Give you a super zoom of that mint mark. Nice RPM to the west. That's one thing about direction and mint marks a lot of people have asked. How do you know what direction a mint mark is? Well, if you take the primary mint mark and you trace the direction to the secondary mint mark, you'll get the direction of spread. So this is a D over D west because you have to travel west from the big D to get to the secondary D. Deanne bids 27 to keep this one going. And Midnight Silver Run is out. Call it down. I know you want your video for RPM direction, Penny Parent. It's coming soon. In fact, I'll be getting it done sometime within this week. I promise. Promise. Hello, Madding. Sold to Deanne H at $27. Amber says, yay. Let's see what the next item is. I have a 1973 Denver Federal Reserve wrapped roll. This one's rolled by the St. Louis Federal Reserve branch. You'll notice that's well, it has a little bit of a sorted storage history, but the coins are in decent shape. The ones I can see, obverse and reverse. The front and back of the roll, not necessarily obverse and reverse. Well, nice to see you, Madding. Thank you. Joe bids $4 to keep this one going. Vicky comes in just a little bit late at $4. James bids $6. Midnight Silver Run. Oh, James bids $5. Midnight Silver Run comes in at $6. So Midnight Silver Run has the high bid at $6. James bids $7. Vicky bids $8. And that is something to talk about. There is a very rare and very underrated 1973 D repunch mint mark. It's a RPM to the south. Very nice, obvious repunch mint mark. I don't even have one. James bids 10 on this roll. Vicky bids 11. I hope there's some of those RPMs in this roll. That would be nice. Be really nice. I'm all for everybody finding everything they could possibly wish for in the coins that I'm sending out. Because I certainly hope that quality is there. Midnight Silver Run bids 14. I tell you what, let's put a kibosh on bidding. Let's stop the bidding. Now, I have 10 of these. I have 10 of these. The high bid's $15, but I'm going to back down to the $8. I'm going to do an $8 deal. I'm going to start off with James Dowdle. How many would you like, Mr. Dowdle? Do $8 sale. How many would you like, sir? He'll take 2. Okay, Ray, I'll get you if we still have some at the $10. At the I've got 10 of them. We're going to see if we have them left where I get finished with my bidders. Midnight Silver Run is next. How many would you like at $8? Then Vicky Cardwell at $8. Midnight Silver Run will take 1. Vicky Cardwell at $8. How many would you like? Vicky Cardwell will take 2. Okay, then I'm going to go to Joe McBride as our only other bidder in these rolls. Joe, would you like one at $8? Joe will take 1. Then Ray's Penny Farm will take 1. And if there's anyone else who wants one, we have appears that I got 3 left. Madding will take 1. That brings us down to 2 remaining. So I've got Mr. Dowdle for 2, Midnight Silver Run for 1, Vicky Cardwell for 2, Joe McBride for 1, Ray's Penny Farm for 1, Matting for 1. And we have 2 remaining. All right, let's move on to the next item. You know I've got these. Copper Kingdom takes 1. And Steve takes 1. Oops. You bring up the proper thing here. Here we go. Nope. Still didn't happen. There we go. Lot number 16. Thank you. We are sold out of the 1973 Ds now. I have 1974 Philadelphia rolls. 1974 Philadelphia from the Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland in Cleveland, Ohio. These are all original rolls, wrapped in 1974 by the Cleveland Federal Reserve Bank. Let's start these off at $2. We have a bid by Midnight Silver Run at $2. Joe bids 4. Mr. Dowdle bid 6. Midnight Silver Run in at $7. And Mr. Dowdle comes back in at 8. Tell you what, we've already passed my level. I've got 10 of these I can sell at $5 a roll. We're going to start with Mr. Dowdle. At $5 a roll, how many would you like? Then we'll do Midnight Silver Run, then Joe McBride. Mr. Dowdle will take 2. Midnight Silver Run will take 1. Joe McBride will take 1. Copper Kingdom for 2. Agent Coin Hunter wants 1. Cajun Coin Hunter takes 1. Joe McBride for 1. Anybody else? I have a total of 3 rolls remaining. 3 rolls remaining at $5 a piece. Vicky Cardwell will take 2. I have 1 roll left. 1 roll left at $5. Steve takes it. Thank you, everyone. Moving right along to our next item. We have a 1948D Repunch Mint Mark. This one is Repunch Mint Mark number 6. Nice Repunch Mint Mark. Got a couple of little stains on the coin. That's from toning. Otherwise, we have a pretty nice coin here, relatively spot-free. And start this one off at $7. Yeah, sorry, buddy, we ran out of those. You gotta hit us kind of early to get in on those. All right, I'm gonna go over and show you the coin. There's your repunch mint mark number 6. You can see it in the upper and lower serif. It's not highly obvious, but it is there. Going on close focus. And you can see split in the upper serif right there. I get everything situated. Oh, love you, Dana. Hope you can show up next time. Robert bids 8 on this one to keep it going. I'm going to try to turn it. There you go. Now you can see it both on the upper and lower serif on the screen. Copper Kingdom bids $10 on this one. Keeps the bids rolling with $10. Copper Kingdom $10 high bid. This is 1948D, RPM number 6. Nice RPM. Fully uncirculated coin. Robert Folk bids 11. Back over and take a look at the coin again. Obverse and reverse. It's a pretty nice coin. Copper Kingdom bids 12. And who will bid 13 to keep this one going? Robert bids 13. Thank you, sir. Copper Kingdom bids 15. He means serious business here. Robert's out. Thank you for your bids. And sold to Copper Kingdom. Thank you very much. Your $15 bid. Next item is a 1953D, RPM number 4. 1953D, RPM number 4, and this one is a nice uncirculated example. I'll look this one up here real quick and take a good, nice, hard look at it. We'll start this one off at $7. My camera does not want to pick up well what's going on with this coin. My little scope is just too little. I'll try to show it to you. It's easier to look at it with a loop. But what you see here is the actual coin that's up for bids. It does have a few spots on it. But you can see an extra upper serif sticking out of the left side of the mint mark. And if you follow to the inside of the mint mark, you'll see an extra curve. If you wanted to look this up on Coppercoins or Variety Vista, You'll see that this is a late die state model. And they show a value of between $20 and $30 at 62 to 63. They show 3 of them graded in MS63. And this one is a 62 to 63 model coin. We've got Robert Folk with a high bid at $8 currently. And Robert Folk gets it for $8. Thank you for your bids. Next coin we've got 1865 Indian head cent. It's got all the major details intact. It's a relatively nice coin. Beth bid 7 on this one. Get us started. 1865, right at the end of the Civil War. Also happens to be the year that our beloved Abraham Lincoln met his demise. And we have Beth already bidding $7, so Madding and Victoria are a little late. Madding comes back in at 7.5. And Victoria, 1 second too late, comes in at 7.5. Beth goes to 8. Victoria goes to 8. Victoria can't win for losing this time around. So Beth's at $8 on this one. Victoria's at 8.5. Finally has a high bid. And Victoria bids herself up to 9, and then Beth bids 10. Robert Folk in at 11. And Victoria bids 12. Beth, remember for the future that we do not have 50-cent increments after $10. At $10, we go to $1 increments. Just so you'll know next time and you don't hurt yourself with a midway bid that would be invalid. That's fine, Beth. Everybody forgets a couple of times. Even I do. I'm the one supposed to be running this thing. You were on a roll. Trust me, I've been there. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, so Beth bids 13. We're going once with Beth at 13. Victoria says she's out. Thank you. All in, all done. Beth gets it at $13. Thank you for your bids. Here's our next item, a 1952S, repunch mint mark number 8. Not sure why LDS came in there. Let's not pay attention to the LDS part. This is not an LDS coin. I'm not really sure where the LDS came from. Must have been copying titles too fast. Yeah, it was. I will start this one off at $5. David comes in with a $5 bid. Thank you, David. We drag Variety of Vista out here and see what he has them listed for as far as value is concerned. RPM number 8. Well, he shows this one is about a 62. He shows it listed here at $20 in 62 grade. Let's go take a look real quick. This is what we're looking at. Got that, oops, got that lower serif right down there, and you've got more on the left side of the mint mark. Okay. You can barely see it on the left side of the mint mark there. My lighting just doesn't do it a lot of justice. Kind of difficult to see, but it is there. There you can see a lighter part toward the bottom of the left side of the curve. That's actually separation. This is repunch mint mark number 8. I have a current high bidder at $7. These are a little tough to find. I think the value may be a little off on these. I haven't looked it up on Coppercoins to see what I had it valued at, but they are quite valuable. They're difficult to find. Robert Folk has the current high bid at 8. Correct that, Cajun Coin Hunter at 850. If somebody hadn't gotten a little frisky with their fingers and stuck a fingerprint on this coin, it would be a nice gem coin because it is relatively mark free. If this were a gem coin, it'd be a $40, $50 coin easy. Got David's bid at $10 is high bid. Agent's out, Robert's out, Midnight Silver runs out. Copper Kingdom, this is a dinoscope. It's a Dynolite, and I've still not gotten the exact model off of it, so I'd be able to tell people. Pop it out of it quick. See if I can give you an exact model. This is the Dynolite Edge digital microscope. Flip it over to that's what it is. Got little ring adapters that you put on the front to change the lighting, and then there's a small stand that it fits on. And this one is sold to David at $10. Appreciate your bid, sir. Let's get to the 1974 D roll. Got a 1974 D roll, an original bank wrapped roll. Start this one off at $2. $2, 1974 D. Got Copper Kingdom in at $2. And quads.com bids 3. Do we have quads.com registered? First time I've seen that name. Okay, appreciate it, Quads. Penny Parent, go make sure that quads.com has the email into us. Vicky bid 4.5, Quads bid 5, Copper Kingdom bid 6. David's out now. Quads is out. Copper Kingdom's at 6. Well, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I do have 10 of these. Get the other ones thrown in here real quick. And let's see, I can do $3 a roll. $3 a roll for the 10 I've got. And we'll start with the highest bidder first. So, Cajun Coin Hunter at $3. How many out of 10 would you like, sir? Less than half your high bid. You'll take 2. Okay, just before Cajun Coin Hunter bid, we have Copper Kingdom at 6. How many would you like at $3? Copper Kingdom next at $3. And then Quads would be next at $3. Quads wants 1. Copper Kingdom will take 3. And Quads wants 1. Vicky Cardwell will take 1. Reverend David would like 1. Now we have Ray's Penny Farm. Wait a minute. Did Cajun get 2? Yeah, Cajun got 2. Ray's Penny Farm takes 1. James Dowdle will take 1. And that will finish us off. Thank you, Mr. Dowdle. Bet you didn't realize you got the last one. And that'll do it. That's all we've got. Next, 1975, Denver. The Fed Reserve wrapped roll for the Louisville branch of the Fed Reserve Bank of St. Louis. Nice roll, cleanly printed. Wrapper. I'm going to start this one off at $2. Get those bids in. Never know what we end up doing. Quads bids $2 on this one. Maddie, you've got a bid. It's your birth year. Youngster. Madding bids 2.5. Amber will call it a candy cane. It does look like a candy cane. Agent Coin Hunter bids 3. Quads bids 5. No, I'm sorry. Reverend David Lincoln Chaser bids 5. And Quads was born in 75 as well. Wow. I easily remember July 4th, 1976, when our country had its 200th birthday. Agent Coin Hunter bids 6. Copper bids 6.5. Cajun comes back at 7. 75D, you're not going to find every day. These are a little difficult to find. I was surprised when I came up with some of them. Agent Coin Hunter's out. Copper bids 9. So I have Lincoln Chaser at 8 and Copper Kingdom at 9. Tell you what, this is going to be really limited. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop the bidding here. We have 6 available. I'll offer it to my highest bidder first. Lincoln Chaser, my highest bidder. I'm going to sell these at $5. $5. Reverend David will take 1. Let's get Copper Kingdom in. Let's get Bulldog. Sorry, Bulldog. Quads wants 1 if we can get to him. Quads, your $11 bid was after I said stop bidding, so we got to take it from the highest bidder I had at that time. So Bulldog is next, and then Copper Kingdom. Bulldog will take 1. I've only got 4 left. Copper Kingdom takes 2, so I've only got 2 left. And Cajun wants 1. Copper Kingdom will take 2. And that leaves us with 1. And Quads. Where was Quads bid on this? Quads bid 2 to get it started. We also have other bidders above that. Matting is next. Matting, you want 1 or you want to pass it to Quads? Mr. Dowdle, I don't think we're going to get you in on this one because we've got at least 2 people wanting it. So Matting has a chance to get this one at 5. If Matting doesn't want it at 5, we'll pass on. Okay, go to Quads and give it to Quads at 5. Mr. Dowdle, I'm sorry I didn't get to you this time. Next item up for bids will be 1981D. These are original bank wrapped rolls from Brinks. Brinks rolls. Start the bidding at $2 on this one. We've got a $2 bid from Cajun Coin Hunter. And Steve bids 3. Vicky bids 5. And Cajun comes in with $6 bid. Ray's Penny Farm bids 7. And Cajun is out. Sorry to hear that, Matting. I don't know that I'd even be able to do this using a phone. Ray's Penny Farm's got this high bid of $7. I tell you what, let's stop the bidding. Let's stop the bidding here. Okay. Ray's Penny Farm had the high bid at that time at $7. Let's do these at $5. $5. I've got 13 rolls. We shouldn't run out. But in case we do, I may have more. But Ray, how many would you like at $5, sir? Okay, Cajun's second in line. He wants 1. Ray's Penny Farm, we have 13 available. He'll take 2. Ray takes 2. Cajun takes 1. Vicky Cardwell is next in line. We have 10 left. And then Steve is next. Vicky will take one. And we have Steve Pettit. We'll take two. Copper Kingdom will take two. Thanks, Chris. Robert Adams takes one. Yeah, Copper Kingdom at two. Robert Adams takes one. Lincoln Chaser wants one. And Mr. Dowdle wants one. So Lincoln Chaser and then James Dowdle. That would leave us with two rolls remaining. Anybody want the two remaining rolls? I don't know about the 1981 D. I know that it does have a few repunch mint marks. They're not. Kid Did Okay will take two. Make a mark of money order. I can do that. The RPMs that are known for 1981D are rather minor, but they are also quite scarce. They're difficult to come by. There could be those in these rolls. I don't know. All right. I appreciate that. Thanks, everyone. Next up, we have one that I don't generally have. This is 1982D. And these are presumably large date copper. Weighed the rolls out. They appear to all be copper. Or the bronze. We'll start this one off at $3. So we got Bulldog bidding $7 right after Cajun Coin Hunter and Lincoln Chaser. Lincoln Chaser's high bid at $7. Then James Dowdle bids 8. Copper Kingdom comes in at 10. It's like we got a few people interested in 1982D. Bulldog comes back at 11. Copper Kingdom comes in at 13. Quads is out. Jeff Dunn is out. Chris, you're a piker. 1982. That was 2 years to a driver's license in 1982. I tell you what, we got everybody else going out. We got a $13 high bid. I have 12 of these available. 12 I have available. I'll do it $7 a roll. $7. Let's start with my high bidder. High bidder's Copper Kingdom. Then Bulldog. Then James Dowdle. Okay, Ray will take one if we can get down to that. Bulldog will take 2. Copper Kingdom hasn't spoken out. Copper Kingdom will take 5 of them. Then Bulldog's 2. Then Mr. Dowdle wants 1. Then we have Cajun Coin Hunter. Agent Coin Hunter making these available. $7 a roll. How many would you like, sir? Agent Coin Hunter will take one. Lincoln Chaser. Mr. David. How many would you like, sir? Here's $7 a roll, your highest bid. If you want one. I have 3 remaining. David will take one. Madding will take one. And then we have Midnight Silver Run and Quads. Got 1 roll remaining. Quads will take 1. That's it. That's what we've got. I appreciate your bids, folks. Let me move on to the next item. Now, these are tough to find. This is 1986D. I'll tell you that the end coins on these, on all the rolls that I've got of the 1986D, are somewhat spotted. They're not bad, but they're not perfect either. Now, I'm not going to do bids on this. I'm just going to outright offer at $16 a roll. These things generally sell for $25 to $30 a roll. Retail value is higher than that. But I have 3 of them I can sell at $16 a roll. You just say, Ben, if you want one, and we'll get you on there. $16 a roll. 1986D. Yeah, see, Penny Parent had catfish and did not invite me. Copper Kingdom takes 2 of them right off the bat. $16. We got 1 left. Copper Kingdom will take 2. And Mr. Lincoln Chaser takes the other. Add 1 in here, 2 in here. Okay. Need to stop because I don't have more, but I can get Steve and Cajun Coin Hunter in this. Total of 5 rolls. Grand total of 5 rolls. That's all I can sell. Cajun, you can get one. We'll give you the one at 16. You'll never find these cheaper. That's for sure. All right. Appreciate it, everybody. Now move on to the next one. Now here we've got 10 rolls of copper pennies. These are essentially coins that as I'm going through tubed rolls or going through bags or going through lots, I pull out coins to put in BU rolls. And I'm a little stringent on my BU rolls, and I want to make sure that we don't have spots and ugly looking things on any of the coins in the BU rolls. Anything I've got left goes into a bucket. What's in the bucket gets wrapped as copper. You're not buying these at, good night, Beth. You're not buying these as numismatic value coins. You're buying them for their copper weight. Now, these are all 1982 or previous. Here and there will be some wheat cents thrown in there. But they're going to be coins that are not coins that are for numismatic value. They're going to be just copper value. They're not searched. There's been nothing searched in these. And I'm selling them at $8 for 10 rolls. They'll come vacuum sealed exactly as you see it here. $8 for 10 rolls. I have a total of 5 packages of these. 5 packages of 10 rolls that I can sell tonight. Starting $8. Right at $8, anybody wants them. Just bin in a quantity. When I've sold 5, I have to stop. That'd be 50 rolls. Chris wants his copper. Ben, 2 of them. Chris's coin channel. Thank you, Chris. If anybody else here this evening who would like the remaining 3 or any of them, you're okay, Chris. I know you. Okay, Copper Kingdom will take 1. Got Chris for 2, Copper Kingdom for 1. I have 2 remaining to whomever would like to ask for them. Let me move on to my next item. I have 2 of these remaining. If you want them, speak up, please. Next item up for bids is 10 original bank wrapped rolls of Shield Sense. Chris will take them. So Chris gets 4, Copper Kingdom gets 1. I have 10 original bank wrap rolls of Shield Sense. This is not up for bids. This is just a straight sale. It's 10 different Shield Scent rolls at $15. Now, if you get 2 of these, you could get the same dates over. But in each package, there's 10 different rolls. They're all original bank wrapped rolls, sealed by whomever wrapped them at the bank or whatever company wrapped them. Got 10 rolls at $15. It's $1.50 a roll. A lot of double dies in these things. Now, this particular one, we don't know whether they're going to be in these rolls, but for these particular issues, there are a number of double die outbursts and reverses that you can find. Vicky Cardwell takes 1 of them. Thank you, Vicky. This is at $15. $10 rolls at $15. Do we have any other takers? No other takers now. I'll move on. Now my next lot has 2 different slides because I couldn't get everything. Yes, they're all different years. All 10 rolls will be different issues. T&D issues of all the years from 2010 through 2019. Now, lot number 28 here has 8 different uncirculated wheat scents. There's a 41, 42, 44S, 51, 51D, 52D, 53D, and 54S. Starting at $5 is less than $1 per coin. They're all uncirculated. None of them have any wear. Levels of Madness starts us off at $5. There's your second 4 coins right there. Here's your first 4 coins. Obverse is above the reverse. And second 5 coins. I think the 54S is probably the nicest coin in this lot. It's a nice gem coin. Thanks, Chris. Jeff bid 6 is high bidder on this one right now. Got 8 coins here. $6 high bid, $6.50 will take it. Copper Kingdom bids 10. Thank you, Copper Kingdom. If I could ever get past my stuttering tonight, what is going on with me? Levels of Madness is out. Copper Kingdom's high bid at $10. It's all 8 of these coins at $10. Interestingly enough, I've not looked at these for double dies, repunchment marks, or anything to that effect. I have no idea what I'm going to get in here. But these are the coins you get. These 8 coins. Copper Kingdom's high at $10. Anybody bid 11? Penny Parent sold them. Sold them to Copper Kingdom, $10. Thank you, sir. Now this is where it starts getting interesting. This is an early Lincoln Cent set. This is an entire set missing 4 coins. The 4 coins missing are your 4 high keys. You have the 09S, the 09S VDB, the 14D, and the 31S. Those are the only 4 coins missing in this set. The entire remaining of the set is here. I added up the retail value of just the first 2 pages of this album. They came up to $325. I'm gonna start this one at $225. That's a whole $100. A whole $100 off of its value. Now the 1922D in this is a nice AU coin. There are some other really nice, very fine, extremely fine coins. The 22D, oddly enough, is one of the higher grade coins in the entire batch, in the entire lot. The very first coin in the album says wheat reverse. Got a nice uncirculated wheat in there. I thought, okay, well, 58D or something like that. Flip it over, it's a 1935D. 1935D is what you're showing as the wheat reverse. And it's a mostly red coin, but it does have some flaws on the obverse. Which is why it was put in reverse up, because the reverse is really nice looking. But you've got almost all of the lower semis in this. You've got the 24D, that's a semi key. 22D is a semi. You have the 11S, the 14S, the 13S. Those are all semi keys, the 12S. And then the 10S. Because everything is in this collection except what you see missing in this book. The 09S VDB, the 09S, the 14D, and the 31S. We're at $225 to start this one. I guarantee that you will not be dissatisfied with this. If you get it and don't like it, just send it back to me. There are some pretty nice coins in here. This is in a relatively new album, too. It's in the one that has all the pictures of the pennies on the front of it. Yeah, 1911D is a relatively tough issue. And another thing I didn't mention, I haven't even been through the last page in this, adding them up. It was only the first 2 pages that added up to $325. That last page has got a lot of nice AU, even a few uncirculated coins in it. And there's some pretty nice issues there, like the 31D, the 32D, the 33D. They're all difficult to find. The 35S, 36S. We'll give it another few seconds, then I'll move on. I want to give everybody a chance to get a really nice price on an early set like this. I can't zoom in to show the coins. There's not really a whole lot that I can do to help with that right now. I'm going to see if I can get my dyno to look at them. I'm going to try what it will do. Let me okay. Yeah, we're going to be able to do it, I think. Okay, there's the 1913D. Here's the 1911S. It's a very fine. Here's the 1910S. Oops. Okay, I'm going to have to do it like... This is really tough hand-eye coordination right here, folks. You're looking at it. I haven't been drinking. Here's your 1910S. Here's the 1912S. Here's the 1914S. Here's that 22D that I was telling you about. Here's the 22D. Here's your 21S. Another tough coin to get. Almost all of these coins appear to be fine to very fine or better. 1920S. Now, I'll keep it if we can't get a 225 bid, but a 225 bid is actually a really nice price on this. Here's your 33D. 33Ds are kind of tough to get. What else do I want to show? The 26S. Here's your 26S. I tried it and it kind of worked. Let's see. The 20S is right there. The 1920 plain. This one. No, that's another 20S. What? Okay. So there's a bonus. You get two 20S's. There's a second 1920S in this set. And the 28S, the small S, fine to very fine. $19.27, nice coin. Let's see, here's the 27S. 27S is a nice full VF coin. 24S, another full VF coin. Having trouble, Frank. All right, we'll move on because no one was interested. We'll bring it up another time. Moving on to the next item, I have a short set album. It's full to 1969. It starts at 1941, and it goes up to 1969 dated, and then it's got 3 more rows that are empty, except for a 70S sitting in one of the rows. I'll start this one off at $21 for whoever's interested. $21 to start this one off. Nobody at $21? Anyone at $21? Okay, we'll move on. We have another one. This one's $29, but it has an uncirculated 1943. I will tell you the 43S has been reprocessed. But the 1943 is uncirculated. The 43D looks really nice. All of the memorials up to 1974, and they're all nice. You've got, what I can see here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 uncirculated wheat pennies in here. We got Robert. Started this one off at $29. Thank you, sir. Looking for $30 to keep this one going. Robert's at $29. There's a full set. It's got all the coins. There's one empty spot at the end of the album, and it remains empty. Could have a 75 plain in it, though, I guess. This also does have an uncirculated 1960 small date in it. $1960 small date in this is a pretty nice uncirculated coin. There's a few dollars of it right there. You open this up and take a look at some of the coins. Now that I know how to do this, we can play. Okay. Let's do this. There's your 1943. It's uncirculated. The 1943D is also uncirculated. Your 43S is reprocessed. Your 44S, that's uncirculated. 1948S, also uncirculated. 1949S, not only uncirculated, but also a double die. You can see the sharp 4 under the blunt 4 there. That's a 1949S double die obverse. Number 1 or number 2, probably. Told you I don't look at these coins ahead of time. Here's a 1950S. Also uncirculated. 51S. Also uncirculated. See all these uncirculated coins you get in here? Starting this off at $29. Now we got a $30 bid by Copper Kingdom. There's 52S. Most of your S mints. Oh, look at the repunch mint mark there. I do believe. Zoom in on this one. Oh, yeah. Nice RPM. 1952S. You got a really nice RPM in the 1952S. You've got a double die obverse in the 1949S. Do I need to keep going, or are you guys just going to bid this thing up? I mean, because you got $50 worth of coins there already, easily. Here's the 53S. Here's the 56D. Oops. My camera decided to take a little poop on me here. Okay, no, sorry, 55D. I was reading it wrong. Got $31 by Chris. Here's the 54D. This is uncirculated, but it's got a little spot on it. That's also an RPM. In 1954, that's uncirculated. Here's the 55S. That's uncirculated. 57D. Let's see, what does a 56D have on it? Not uncirculated. Looks like it could be a repunch mint mark. We got a $35 bid by Copper Kingdom. Here's the 58 plain. No double die. Bummer. So it's not worth $100,000. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at... Oh, this one doesn't have the small date. It was the other one that had the 60 small date. This one's got the 60 large date in it. Let's see about the 60D. Anything specific on that? Jeff Dunn bids $38 now. 61D. There's some pretty ones in here. Let's see, the 70S. 70S is a large date. What I expected it would be. 1971. We have a double die. No. Not doubled up there. Sorry, my hands are just a little bit shaky. You try holding a 30x scope in your fingers while you're looking at a screen. Not easy to do. Let's see, 66, 65, 64D. 64. 3D. 3. They're all uncirculated coins here. Some of them are a little better for wear than others. We got Copper Kingdom at $40 right now. This is a nice set. Let's see if the 52 is a double die. Doesn't look like it. What about the 51D? What is it? Not a double die. What about the 44D? Not the OMM. Let's see if the 43D actually has an RPM. Nope, no RPM. Copper Kingdom's got a $45 bid on this one now. 1942. Let's do the 1941 plain. What's in the 1941 plain? It's a nice coin, but it's not a double die. Obverse anyway. 42S can be a double die sometimes. No hub doubling on this, but we do have this 1949S. Take a really good close look at this. This coin in this condition, this thing's worth probably $25 by itself. What you end up with here is a 4, where if you look at the 49-4 and then you look at a 48-4, they're different sizes and shapes. We've got these coins where you've got a 49-4 hubbed over a 1948-4. That's what this is. Double die obverse right here. So, I'm done. We've seen enough. Proven to you that I don't look at the coins before I sell them. I get these, I've got probably 60 albums with coins in them. I got this at a right price to be able to sell it. Got Copper Kingdom up $50 now. Any further interest? If there's no further interest, we'll go ahead and start counting it down. I don't know what the face down memorial is. I didn't check it. Jeff Dunn's out. Thank you, sir. Copper Kingdom's $50 bid now. Robert Adams comes in at $51. And Copper Kingdom at $55. Give it another few seconds and we'll start counting it down again. Robert Adams at 56. Let me check the rules on this. A minimum of $5 increment after $50. So at $50, we have to go to 55, then 60. I was thinking that, but I wasn't sure what I put on there. So the $5 increment, Copper Kingdom has it at $5, 55. And Robert would have to bid 60 to keep it. Okay. All right, Copper Kingdom at $55, and there's been a request to go back to the previous lot. So we'll go back to lot number 30. Start this one off at $21. This is the one that has a small date 1960 in it. And we can start this one at $21. Thank you very much, Copper Kingdom. You got some really nice coins in that. I mean, seriously nice coins. All right, Robert Adams starts this one off at $21. It's been passed before, but Robert Adams wanted to look at it again. If there's no further interest, we will start counting it down. Going to get my camera out after this one. Now with the plastic, my camera is going to be a little bit cantankerous with me, but we'll try it anyway and see what happens. Okay, here's the 46S, sans serif mint mark. I don't see anything repunched on that one. Your 43D, That's the S. 43S, 43D, 43 plain. They're all circulated. Higher end circulated, yeah, XFAU. Here's your 44. The 49S. Any chance? Not a double die. 48. 48S has a little bit of luster on it. Steve bids 22 on this one. All right, here's the 52S. 52 plain, not a double die. 51D. Nothing there. Here's the 55. And this one has a hole for a 55 double die, but what we've done is we've put one of those call it poor man's double. There, you get there. All that shadow doubling on the edge of the 5. That's just die wear, but pretty coin. Nice color. Let's see, here's the 57D body. 56D. Okay, and then all of the here's the 1960 plain. Small date. Pretty nice coin. A $5 coin by itself. See you later, Chris. Use at 22. Don't have any takers higher than 22. We need to get going. 60 large date. Here's a small date. See what we got on the next page here. This one's only complete up to 69S. All the coins are uncirculated to 69S. If I can get 69. 8S. Coins are all pretty red, uncirculated coins. There's 8D. Learning my focal length. 4D. Got a little brown on it. 65. 66. 7. 4 plain. Color on it. D. Here they are. This is it. Steve's current high bid of $22. We'll start counting it down if we don't have any further interest. Going once. There's that 55 shadow doubling again. If I can get that to show up on here. You can see. Robert Adams goes 23. The regular 55. Robert Adams at 23. 3S. Reverse of the 44. Sometimes those have doubling on. Okay. We sold it to Robert Adams at 23. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you for your bids. Swap this back over to slideshow view. All right, now we're done with the auction itself. I want to move over and show you something else. If I can figure out how to get there. There we go. The original bank wrap rolls, or original OBW roll reveal. We have, I have not taken anyone's orders yet, so we have all 50 slots open on all of this. I have a few people who've told me that they want slots, but I felt that that was not fair to give them slots on this prior to offering it in public. So this will be the first public offering of spots on these rolls. Now the 1964D roll that I have here. Let me shut the crawler off. The 64D roll that I have here, I'm offering these in pairs of coins at $1, which means they're 50 cents a piece, but you have to buy two. You have to buy two or more, and they're in pairs. So Robert Adams will take 10. I appreciate it, Jody. Thank you for being here. Jeff Dunn will take 10. And that's 20 out of the 50 coins gone. Steve will take 10. And Vicky Cardwell will take 10. That's 40 out of the 50 gone right there. Copper Kingdom will take the last 10. That's it. They're gone. Nothing I can do about these rolls. I can't sell more because, well, once you speak up and you've taken the slots, there's only 50 in a roll. So this one's going to be Robert, Jeff Dunn, Steve Patat, and Vicky Cardwell, and Copper Kingdom. I appreciate it. Be opening this roll tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. And Vicky Cardwell for 10. Now our next roll will be a Thursday open. 1958D. These are $1.50 per coin. $1.50 per coin. Aging Coin Hunter takes 3. Robert Adams takes 5. James Dowdle will take 4. Okay, go ahead and get your requests in. We'll just stop when we get to 50. Robert Adams for 5. James Dowdle for 4. Joe McBride for 3. Copper Kingdom will take 5. Bulldog will take 4 if we got 4 left. Let's see. Jeff Dunn goes next. So Steve takes 5. Then Jeff Dunn for 4. Should have enough to fill in everyone. Wild Bill for 5. Bulldog will take 4. And then Hawkeye, PA, will take 4. We found a lot of good 58 DRPMs in the last roll we went through. Hopefully this one's even better. Okay, got a total of 42 sold. Means I've got 8 left. Anybody wants to speak up for the other 8? Not, I'll move on and we'll just sell them tomorrow when they're actually, this will be a Thursday opening. Vicky Cardwell will take 2. Joe McBride will take 3. This is on top of the 3 that you already got. No, wait a minute. You didn't. Yeah, you did. You already got 3 of them. So you take a total of 6, Joe? Okay. Joe takes a total of 6. That's 3 more. And after that, we've got a grand total of 3 coins remaining in the roll. I'll move on. We can come back. Copper Kingdom takes the rest. He'll take the other 3 coins. And now, the first time I've offered this, and the first time we're going to try to do it, I've got a 1943 original tubed roll. Now, what I can see is what you can see. So I want to go ahead and show you what I see in the top of this roll. Because as soon as you take the tube is not taped. So I'm going to show you what I see as soon as I can find it. There we go. This is what I see at the top of the roll. It's an original 1943S Lincoln cent. Appears to be in a 64 grade. And I've got the whole original roll of these that I'll offer at $10 a coin. I've not been through any of these. I have no idea what's in this roll other than the fact that it's been basically promised to me as a 43S original roll. One thing I don't have is an original bank wrapper around it. So Victoria takes 1. Joe McBride will take 2. Quads will take 1. Mr. Dowdle will take 1. Jeff Dunn takes 1. Wild Bill takes 1. Copper Kingdom for 2. Steve for 2. Victoria takes 4. I need to sell half the roll, or I can't do any of them. I need to sell at least half the roll. Right now I'm showing 14 sold. I need another 11 sold to be able to do this roll. I'll give everybody an opportunity. When I open the actual video and start the video, I'll give you an opportunity to purchase more. But right now I've got 14 spoken for. I'll need another 11 spoken for to be able to sell this roll. And then the house will take the rest of the spots. Wild Bill says he'll take 1 more. Thank you, sir. Wild Bill, I probably find a sheet on the 46S roll, who I owe what on that 46S roll. Find it though. Here it is. No, this isn't it. Ah, got it around here. If I owe you on the 46S roll, you can take that credit out on this one. Yes, Vicky Cardwell, I did see your 4. We got it in there. Levels of Madness takes 7. We got Wild Bill's 1 more in there. Copper Kingdom takes 2. Don't you hate it when you know you've got something sitting very close to you, yet for everything you're worth, you can't find it until the moment you don't need it? At the moment you don't need it, magically from around a corner. Now, if you've got credit with me on the 46S roll, I've got it written down. I'll find it sometime tomorrow, but I've got it written down. We have a total of 25 coins sold in this. We will open the roll. We've got 25 sold now. If you're looking to sell 25 more, won't be able to do it after we start the reveal. I do believe you made 25 with those two. Yeah, you made 25 with those two, Copper Kingdom. Benjamin Marler wants to. Wild Bill, I have your stuff together. I've got, let's see, if you got coins in the 61D roll, I'll be shipping tomorrow. You did. You got coins in the 61D roll. I will be shipping that roll tomorrow. I have 4 different dies that need to be dealt with in that roll that I've not dealt with yet. Then I can put it all together and ship it all together. And if there's no more interest on the 43S roll right now, I will stop this and go back to camera and we'll talk for a while before I take off. I want to give everybody who wanted to get in a chance to get in there. Levels of Madness takes 3 more for a total of 10. You did, Mr. Bill. You did. I've got, trust me, I've got everything all lined up for you. So I'm waiting to get all these coins. You've got, well, let me check. Yeah, out of the 1946S roll, you got one of the plate coins. You got 1946S RPM number 39. First one ever found. And you've got the plate coin for this, meaning that the one photographed for the website is the one that's coming to you. Then I've also got the 10 roll OBW lot, shield scents, the wheat scent rolls, the grab bag mixture, and that's what I've got so far for you. With that and the 61 roll that I'll be opening here, I'll go ahead and mail everything to you. Well, what I'm doing with all of these rolls that I'm opening, if I find anything new or find anything attributable in there, especially if it's new, but anything attributable, if I put a die number on the coin, I go and I take a look at the photographs at Coppercoins. And if the photographs at Coppercoins are either an old, smaller format photo, or if the photos just aren't in focus or they're just not good enough to really show the details on the coin real well, I'll photograph your coin, and then you end up going in for the coin credit on the photos. Steve Smith. I've got to find that sheet. I don't have that sheet available to me right now. If I did, I'd get it out and I'd let you know. But I believe you do have a credit on there. I think I remember shipping the coin to you today. But you will get a credit for it. Cajun Coin Hunter did also I think just about everyone who has participated in my roll reveals has had at some point or another has had a new find or had one that I used as a plate coin, even though it was one that had already been listed. And then I used them as plate coins simply because I needed new photographs. So I made new photographs. I sent you the coin marked as a plate coin. Hang on just a second. Okay, so here's Wild Bill's 1946 coins. And if you look right there, this last one, you'll see that it's written up as a new listing and it's a plate coin. And I signed it. And that's what happens when I do plate coins. The rest of his coins didn't turn out to be anything. Oops. The rest of his coins didn't turn out to be anything, but this one was an original listing. This coin was photographed for the website, and I'm sending these 4 coins because, well, Bill bought 4 coins in the roll. And I'm sending him those 4 coins, along with the credit for the 4 coins, because I decided that that roll wasn't up to my standard. So since it wasn't up to my standard, I gave everyone a credit on it and sent it in. Levels of madness, yes, they do. If you ask for a Coppercoins number on your submission form to NX, they will put a Coppercoins die number on there, and I believe they will also put Discovery Coin on there. Well, thank you, Vicky. And thank you, Quads. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to drum up a lot of interest in the collector in the collector community for these coins. And we go through these coins, and after I go through them, these 4 coins right here are all the same 1961D repunch mint mark. So now I have to go in and figure out which repunch mint mark they are and get these flips marked with the RPM number. If there is not an existing RPM number for it, I have to list them as a new RPM, photograph the nicest of the coins, and get the die number written on all the coins, and then get the coins sent out to the people who they belong to. It takes me a full day to do that. So it takes some time to do this. And that's part of why I have you guys pay an almost retail price for the coins. Because it takes, I charge $5 to do attributions per coin when I do them. But I also prefer to be able to do it this way so that you guys get a great deal out of this. And I'm making money. Everybody knows that. They can do it by math. They can figure out that I'm making money on it. But at the same time, I want you guys to be able to have something that you can look at later and enjoy, and trade and swap with your friends if you want to, because some of you guys are getting more than one of the same RPM or the same double die, and you've got those 56D RPM. Robert Adams, 56D RPM. Hang on a second. Mr. Adams, you're not supposed to know this until I send you the coins, but you received in your 1956Ds 3 new listings. You have a 1mm29, a 1mm30, and a 1mm31. They're all new listings for 1956D, and your number 30 is a plate coin. Plate coin for the website. Website, folks, is coppercoins.com. Coppercoins.com now has over 20,000 photographs of Lincoln cents. Well, silver nitrate, hi there. Did you just pop in, or are you just now speaking up? Looks like you just popped in. Silver nitrate. I have this 1943S roll we discussed a week or so ago, opening an original tubed roll. Well, I have an original tubed roll. At $10 a coin. Let me know if you want any of them. Two 1968 D rolls, Robert Adams. I must have. You did not go on the monthly shipping plan, correct? Because if you did not go on the monthly shipping plan, I should have already shipped those coins out to you. Let me check my sheet real quick and see what I've got here. Yes, matting. I send out an invoice, and you pay the invoice, and I ship your coins. Silver nitrate. The asterisk was to mean that not only is it a tubed roll, which means it's not an original bank wrapped roll, but in addition to that, I told everybody that I have to sell half the roll or I can't open it. And half the roll has now been sold, so it can be opened. Robert, send me an email, and I show that they shipped. I've got a tracking number for you. So I show that I've already shipped them. We'll have to talk about that. We'll have to figure out whether or not they made it into the package. If they didn't, I'll give you two others. Yeah, I show that these are from September 24th. About a month ago. Shipping cost is relative to weight and size, quads. So if everything you order is less than 1 pound, you will get it first class. If it's over 1 pound, then you'll get it by priority. If it'll fit in a small flat rate box, I'll put it in that. Otherwise, it goes in a padded envelope. Or a medium flat rate box if you had enough. Levels of Madness, I'll be doing that Friday afternoon. The 1943S roll will be open on Friday afternoon. We've got 3 rolls this week. We've got the 1964D roll, which will be open tomorrow afternoon. We've got a 1958D roll that will be opened the next day on Thursday. And then we have the 1943S roll I'll be doing Friday afternoon. All of these will be at either 4 or 5 Eastern time, depending on my schedule for that day. I do have other things that I do as part of my living. Kid did okay. Ready to copy. P.O. Box 646, Morrisville, North Carolina 27560. And I just put it in the chat for you. The microscope, Copper Kingdom, the microscope that I use to do my coin attribution is a regular stereo optical infinite zoom microscope that I bought about 20 years ago. I paid close to $300 for it. They still sell for just about that amount. Quads, your invoice will come this evening. I'll be doing invoices shortly after I end the broadcast. I go straight into PayPal and start working on invoices, so you will get it tonight. Matting will take 2. Matting takes 2 of the 43S coins. I'll go ahead and type it in there. Gotcha. You are in. Let's see. Hidden, what I did was I put you on monthly shipping, so I'll just send you a package each month, and I'll only charge you for the shipping that I use. So if I have already charged you for shipping on anything, I will refund that shipping, and then when I do ship a package, I will send you a bill for the shipping, plus the $5 convenience fee to hang on to your items and put them all in one box and ship everything together. Finally get in on one of them. Actually, you're getting in on one of the best I've ever done. A 43S is a very, very difficult roll to come by. Midnight Silver Run, if we already have your information from a previous auction, or if you registered prior to this, yes, I do have your initials are EP. I have your information, so you're good. You're already registered. Oh, there are lots of goodies in 1943S. I'm actually hoping for DDO number 1, which would be doubling in the 1/9 of the date. There's also a number of repunch mint marks that if you get in an uncirculated condition, you're talking about a $20 or $30 coin. Quads wants another one of the 43S's. I'll go ahead and get you in there for one. That would put you on 2. Fix that. Midnight Silver Run wants in on the 43S roll. Yes, I can get you in there. Are you a sir or ma'am? We got so many ladies collecting these days, I don't want to presume that you're a sir. You am a sir. Yes, sir. He's a guy. Agent says that almost like it's disappointing. He's a dude. That's because I got all the ladies working with me. Matting will take a total of 4 for the 43S roll. Thank you. That leaves us with a grand total of 14 coins in the roll. Coin ladies are awesome, especially my Fisher lady. And her sister. Her sister can fish too. All right, I'll bring it back over to me so you guys can actually see the mug who's talking to you. It's supposed to do something for ratings. As far as me, I think they bring the ratings down, but I'll give you my mug anyway. Oh, you can? You can do that. I didn't know you could do that. If you've got a phone and you watch this on your phone, you can hit the like and then you can go to your computer and hit the like again. I suspect so, since my wife could go hit the like and her friends could go hit the like and, well, we could all end up just liking. See, what do we have for... Well, somehow I lost my link. Here we go. Oh, we got 41 likes. Not bad. 31 concurrent viewers. A lot of people watching tonight. 43S will be opened on Friday afternoon. I'm going to try for 4 o'clock p.m. I'm going to try to do a 4 o'clock p.m. open. That's 4 o'clock Eastern time. 4 o'clock p.m. open on the 64D, the 58D, and the 43S rolls. I just wrote that down as a note to myself. I've got to set these up. I'm going to set the live openings up after the auction tonight. It may be first thing tomorrow morning. Cajun Coin Hunter, the 64 roll will be 64D roll will be open tomorrow. The one you paid 50 cents a slot for. It'll be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. They last 30 minutes to an hour. For anyone who hasn't participated in this before, it's kind of interesting. I've got 50 flips with 50 numbers, 1 through 50. And then I've got little cardboard chips. This is one from Bulldog right here. One of the coins he won. Got cardboard chips that I put in a canvas bag. As I draw the name out, the first name drawn gets the first coin in the roll. On through to coin number 50. We look at them under the Dynascope. We see what they've got in them. And kid did okay. Please email me about that. And we'll come to an agreement one way or another. But yes, I can get you penny tubes. That's not a problem. Okay, Copper, thank you. And so, what was I? Am I helping Ken Peavy with the database at all? If we're talking about the, I think we're talking about a bit kind of a book that's being written. Yes, I will be helping with that. But when I pull your coins out, I put them in the flip with the numbered flip, and you've got your name on the back. And I go through and attribute all of these using a microscope. And if they are an attributable double die or repunch mint mark, I will put the number on your flip insert for you before I send you the coins. And if you get a really nice coin that I think should be added to the website for photos, you'll get plate coin added to that. If it's also a new listing, I will also write new listing on there. So you could have a new listing plate coin for Coppercoins just by getting a coin out of a roll that I open. You get your name on the website. A lot of people are getting their name on the website sometime this week. I will be adding the remainder of the rolls. I'm going through editing all the photos right now. I have done about 170 photos this week. Hidden, I'm sure you will help by reading it. Just the 64D is tomorrow, yes. 64D is tomorrow. The 58D will be Thursday. And the 43S will be on Friday. All 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'll get those set up tonight. We've had a busy night tonight. Tell you what, and I appreciate everyone showing up. I like that everyone else is having fun with this. I really do. I like that everyone else is having fun with this, and I get to have fun with you. Midnight Silver Run got some nice rolls. Hidden, I was going to give you a free gift, but the combination to my vault is not the free gift. Sorry. But you can expect to find something of nice value in there. Yeah, no, it's a consolation prize at best compared to the value of my vault. But it is what it is. Well, thank you, Victoria. I appreciate that. You will like, and all of you will like, the announcement that we are working on a new version of Coppercoins. We are going to eventually have a brand new Coppercoins out there for you. If I had a double eagle brother, I'd send it to you because I trust you'd pay me. David, if you told me what your PayPal address was before, then I don't need it again. If you've already registered, I don't need your information again. Registration is a one-time thing. We just need to know who you are, and once we know who you are, you can bid. Let me see if I've got you on my list. If I don't have you on the list, we'd have to have you send it again. We don't have it in here. So if you'll email me at coppercoinspayments@gmail.com, I'll be glad to put you on the list. Does anybody have roles for me? Everybody has roles now. Joe, I appreciate it. Thank you. You have a good night too. Hawkeye, most of the nickels I have these days are lower grade Buffaloes, and I've got some BU rolls of Jeffersons. I've got some proof Jeffersons, but I don't have much. Yes, Jeff Dunn. Friday, I will be selling any remaining slots that I have in the 43S roll. So if you couldn't get any tonight or didn't want as many as you might want then, I'll speak up then. And right now, I have 14, let's see, is it 14 open slots? Yeah, got 14 open slots right now. A variety-only auction sometime in the near future. Well, I will sure put that down on the list. I've been doing mixed auctions to try to, I don't know, I guess kind of make everybody happy. But there are a lot of varieties, I know that. Victoria, you have a great night. I have the copper tone tan. So mostly copper cents. I don't know. I've probably got more copper than I do zinc, but I've got a lot of zinc here. All right, folks. Well, it's just about 11 o'clock, and I want to go to bed before I turn into a pumpkin, and I've got a lot of invoices to take care of here. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. I appreciate all your bids. I appreciate all the support that I get from you. If I was to get a boat, what name would I give my boat? I don't know. Can I think about it? Good night, Wild Bill. You call yours conditional rarity? Thank you, Bulldog. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Okay, I've got a number of Jefferson nickels, but I don't have anything scarce, I don't think. I mean, I think I've still got about a half a roll of 1954 proof. That's the scarcest thing I've got in Jefferson nickels. It was a long auction, Robert, but you got to think about this. I had a lot more items in this auction than I usually do. We had a total of 283 different items in this particular auction. 283 items. And we took care of it in less than 2 hours because we were done almost an hour ago. Aquaholic, I like that. That works. Thank you, Midnight Silver Run. and levels of madness. I appreciate that. I remember your comment from before. I'm glad it worked out. I'm going to go ahead and take off for the night. I do appreciate everybody. Thanks for coming by. And I will talk to you later. Peace out.